Hey boys, girls of the YouTube world. Today we're going to pick up some online auctions that we won on probably the biggest square body auction you will ever see in your life. And I'll ever see in my life. Very nice collection he's got here. Ooh, those chrome square tips. Yeah, those two were pretty good deals today. This is like going back in time. I don't think I've looked at this many square bodies since I was 2 years old and they were all brand new at a dealership. So the story goes on this one, it is a Steffes online auction. I believe it's the Chad's Amoco auction. I'm guessing Chad owned an Amoco station or owns an Amoco station, but anyway, he probably had like the world's largest square body select collection ever for sale, maybe. There was one really nice restored 3/4 ton diesel, 80, I don't know, it's a 81 to 87. That went for like $21,000. There was GMC Jimmy that was really nice. I think that ended up going over 10, or a Blazer, I should say, maybe. I don't remember all these, so give me a break, you know. I mean, I can hardly remember all the cars that I own, much less some stuff that I looked at in an online auction that went way too high for me to even bid on. There wasn't a single short box, I don't think, for square bodies. There was a couple of short box OBSs. There was a couple of short box beds for OBSs and short box beds for 60 to 66s. A pile of 73 to 87 frames that were short beds. There were some wheels. That's all I won, was a couple sets of old bias ply tires, well, new 616s and 650/16 white walls. And then an automatic steering column for a 66 Chevy pickup. I gave like 115 bucks or something like that for that. They're pretty hard to come by columns. I know they make reproduction ones, but the main thing I bought this stuff is I wanted to come check this stuff out and make a video for you guys, because this is probably like one of the biggest square body collections. A lot of this stuff is from Texas. We're up here by Devil's Lake, North Dakota, a little town called Leeds, about 3.5 hours from home for us. Had to drive through a snowstorm to get there. Duff's not much for big long car rides like this, and I didn't know what we were gonna get at when we get there. If he was gonna be able to run around, so he's back at the ranch keeping an eye on the place. There was that one that was restored. Otherwise, they're pretty clean originals. I mean, they're not amazing originals. They're just like good drivers. Fair amount of two-wheel drives, but there was a few four-wheel drives. There was one Ford, like a 71 four-wheel drive. I think that brought like 5-ish grand, maybe 6 grand. And yeah, there was a couple of four-wheel drive half tons on there. I don't know about 3/4 tons. There was one dually crew cab. I think that was a 454. There was a couple of two-wheel drive big block pickups. I don't know that they ever made a big block four-wheel drive in the square bodies. The two OBS pickups. There was a short bed step side 355 speed. I think like a 95. I want to say that brought like 2,500 bucks. And then there was a V6 fleet side 5-speed that did not run, no title. And that we bid up to $1,750 and it went for $1,775. But we already have the other one, and it's got a few wangers in it. It's really dry. And a lot of these pickups, if they had a dented fender, they came with another fender. If they had a dented hood, they came with a hood. If they had a banged up tailgate, they came with a tailgate. So all the pieces were there, but then you're swapping parts, you're getting things painted. Well, then you paint a fender, well, the roof, the paint's baked off. So you paint the roof, you know, stuff like that. Where do you quit? Unfortunately, didn't get any vehicles. Even what the parts vehicles, like there was a 63 C10 small block 4-speed, no title. Rockers were completely gone, and that thing brought like $925, brought almost $1,000, and that's kind of what we do. Is a lot of the will it run stuff, or you know, we'll buy some clean originals if we can get them affordable. But this stuff was not affordable. There was you'll see when we get there, a yellow two-wheel drive long box square body, like a 76, 7, 8, 9, a yellow and white, sharp, very sharp pickup. But I think that thing brought like $17,000. I mean, this is a pretty clean pickup, but I mean, not like amazing, not like restored. I mean, it's a two-wheel drive long box, nothing special about it, pretty much your run-of-the-mill. So yeah, things just went insane. Like a lot of these regular four-wheel drives, like guys were driving around not that long ago, or probably still are driving around. A lot of these four-wheel drives were bringing like 4, 5, 6 grand, which to me is insane. You know, maybe if you're in Washington State or North Carolina or wherever you're at, it seems like good prices. And I don't know where these things are going. Maybe we'll run into some of the buyers when we get there. The auction ended yesterday at noon. It would have been dark by the time we got there, probably, and we kind of wanted to have some daylight to walk around and check this stuff out. Hopefully they got stuff kind of still on display, and it hasn't all been picked up. I'm sure there's going to be some guys there loading up. It's about 11 o'clock here in the morning, and the first full day of pickups. So let's go take a look and see what we got. Hopefully I can show you guys some stuff and make square bodies cheap again, make square bodies affordable again. Yeah, that's the hashtag, make square bodies affordable again, because stuff is insane. I'm going to start dragging home every $500 square body I can, because apparently they are now gold. Got the all expedition today, so we got all kinds of room to load up tires in the back and burn way too much fuel. And speaking of that, we probably don't need to be going 85 mile an hour, so let's throttle her back. The all expedition's just got the need for speed. Finally, the snow stopped snowing and the wind is still blowing, so. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Sorry about the sound quality if we're outside and it's windy, or I'm all nasally, because as soon as I go outside and it's cold and it's crappy, I start getting all sniffly and I get all excited and I can't breathe because I'm talking too fast. Deal with it. If you don't like it, go to somebody else's channel that does this crap. Drives 3.5 hours just to give you guys a video of an auction. Oh, that's the other thing. I wanted to do a preview of this auction, like show you what this stuff was and then just take some guesses on what stuff would sell for. I would have got blown out of the water on the guesses, but I did not have 7 hours of time to drive up here and basically spend a whole day driving up here to look at this stuff and to see what we were getting into, because that would have been a wasted day. I kind of want to do a preview and get it out there, but we only had a week, so we'd had to get Mickelson to edit this video. I did get up there, Mickelson edit it, and then get it out ahead of time. And I feel like none of you guys would have bought this stuff because you know, you guys are like me and you're budget-minded automotive enthusiasts, so you probably would have just looked at these prices and laughed like I did. So, sorry we didn't get a preview in there. If it were like an hour from home, I would have been all about it and showed you these things and let you know. Like I said, this is a Steffes auction. These guys do a lot of farm auctions. I don't know if farmers are absolutely loaded up here or Steffes just does a really good job of advertising like Vanderbrink auctions, but that's another. I don't buy much Steffes stuff because it goes high, and it's usually not related to the stuff pertaining to the stuff that we are into. Same thing with Vanderbrink. Stuff goes insanely high. I couldn't tell you the last time I bought anything from a Yvette Vanderbrink auction. I'll just leave it at that. Well, we are here. I got my tires loaded up. I gotta go get my steering column. We're gonna go do that before I forget about it. Just got done talking with the Chad. He's kind of a one-man band out here. Steffes is not helping assist in loading stuff up or loading out or whatever we're gonna call it. So he's a busy guy. But anyway, he used to run the Amoco station for, I think he said 23 years in Leeds here. It got bought out by Senex of Rugby, and now Senex has a great big station there. And he says, yeah, he's just been kind of buying and selling and jockeying stuff for a long time. Somebody broke into one of his buildings, stole some stuff this summer, or he noticed it. So he cleaned all this stuff up, got all these vehicles running that were running in the auction in 5 days, and got this all set up. And I mean, he laid everything out. The pictures were awesome. It showed all the areas of rust. He wasn't hiding anything. He put doors with all of these vehicles, like I said, that needed doors, and fenders that needed fenders. And there's like a whole 20-foot trailer full of doors we'll see over there, and then probably there's a bunch of fenders on there. And he had some buddy. He lived in Houston area, he said, for 7 years, so he knows some guys down there. So these guys, hot shots, he knew that would come up here, oil country area. They'd be going this way empty or vice versa. And so he was having them ship stuff. And that's where a lot of this stuff come from, is Texas, or is just local stuff that he knew about. So it was really cool talking to him about the history. And he said, yeah, go ahead, film all you want. And maybe we'll do some stuff in the future, because he said, yeah, we could probably make some more videos. He goes, that's funny, because we were sitting in the shop one night, we were watching video, and he goes, I thought I recognized you. I was like, yeah, I'm the guy who drinks beer in his garage with his dog. So anyway, I look forward to doing some more work with Chad. But anyway, let's get into this. It's mostly GM. I think there's that one Ford over there. I see there's a Ford over here, but was not on the auction. I'm gonna grab my steering column, and then we're gonna get you guys some footage. All the stuff's on this auction. There is a 73 to 80 4-wheel drive with rallies. It's got I think it's an 80. It's got a big whammy in the left front fender, and that one is headed out. Otherwise, it looks like pretty much everything is still here. This 64 to 66 Ford, well, it's got to be a 5 or newer because it's got twin I-beams. I think that was a first year 5, so it's not on the auction. It's a pretty nice 60 to 66 short bed, no tailgate. Looks like they kind of pieced it together. The front's a different color than the bedside. Yeah, pretty dang nice bed to start with anyway. Looking back, I probably should have bid on that. That'd be a good start. Tilt 73 to 80 steering column. I got a bunch of those, so I didn't really need that. Here's the front suspension from a 60 to 66. I think his brother's working on a 66, so I'm guessing that's the front end out of that. He's got a Scott's Hot Rod front end in that. Here's a factory air cab for a 67 to 72. The air cab's got that little nichey there, automatic column. It's got that extra lever on the controls and that vent in the middle. Pretty nice cab. Corners and rockers are all real good shape. I want to say that this side, yeah, the cab or the rocker need to be replaced there. This 56 Ford's got all Scott's Hot Rod stuff. This was the one that was in a building. Somebody came in, stole a fuel cell, stole his airbag, stole a rack and pinion. So that's what kind of pushed him over the edge. This is his brother's pickup. 56 Ford, 9-inch disc brakes, 4-link, air ride, no box. You know, there's some odds and ends pieces in here. Scott's Hot Rod front end. Like I said, the bags are missing, the rack and pinion's missing, but there's some good pieces on the front end. For what this went for, you can't buy that front end, although it is missing some pieces. This looks like a 71 or 2 short bed. It's 5 lugs, so you can tell 71 or 2, the only 2 years that had the 5 lug and disc brakes, coil spring rear end. Some of them were leaf springs, mainly GMCs, but some of the Chevys. This thing, for what it sold for, I thought was insane. I'll shorten up a bunch of frames for myself or sell a short bed frame for this kind of money. Again, a nice frame. Somebody's hopefully gonna put it to use. Looks like a factory air cab. I'm guessing it's off of a diesel with the fuel water separator. Squarebody, I think 81 to 87. And again, all these parts that are laying loose were probably pretty nice things that he saved. Looks like it needs some cab corners in it. Here's some wheels. I think they're, what do you call them? Center lines, I guess I call them 6 lug. Looks like they got some okay-ish tires on them. Not the worst looking wheel. They're not Krager's anyway. There was another, oh, these were 6 lug Chevy Rallies. Holy buckets, they brought good money. And then I think these are chrome spokes. Yeah, the old chrome spoke 6 luggers. So a couple people have been here. Those guys that were loading up that 80 4-wheel drive, maybe they got those wheels, I don't know. Sandblast cabinet. We just got one of them in the shop, so I'm pretty excited about that. 64 to 66 cab. I think this one had a title with it. Looks like it's a pretty dang nice cab. Corners, rockers all look good. Nice patina to it. A couple of pinholes in that rocker, but even had the custom trim. I don't know who they wanted for president, but had some kind of decal on it. Had some shop exhaust hose, small block Chevy heads, big block power steering pump, OBS hubcaps, some small block Chevys. That's the thing about all these engines. He said, you know, what fire truck that big block came out of. It only had like super low miles. Told the history on it. Told the history on this small block. I think this is just a 350, but I think this one ran but smoked. A couple of gas pumps. Pretty cool gas pumps. This is an old Gilbarco. And then this one is a Martin and Schwartz. Pretty nice pumps. I'd love to get some of those, but they just went a little bit too high for our price range. Here's a couple more 60 to 66 short bed box sides. Again, pretty dang nice pieces. Some 53 to 56 Ford front fenders, 71-2 GMC grill, some 67 to 72 core supports, 67 to 72 door, 60 to 66 inner fenders, a Ford tailgate, 48 to 50 Ford grill, some pretty nice 69 to 72 Chevy fenders, or 68 to 72 GMC fenders, 69 to 72 Chevy hood, a bunch of 60 Chevy doors and a deck lid. I think those all went for like 25 bucks a piece. 4-door doors and deck lid. so I guess nobody was looking for those. Two-door deck lids are big bucks for 59s. Two-door doors too. DD Speed Shop. And then there was some OBS doors, a couple pairs, there was a pair of 60 to 66 fenders. Maybe we'll find those. Really nice pair of 67 to 72 step side fenders. Everything's got a little bit of snow on it. Look at all these doors. There's a bunch of crew cab / suburban doors. He told his buddy in Texas, or his jockey buddy, or I don't know who, he said, I want 10 fenders of each side and 10 doors of each side. He says it took him a while. It took him like 2 months to get it. I'm like, 2 months and he found 10 good fenders of each side and 10 good doors of each side? That's insane. So yeah, there's all the fenders and doors. I don't know what kind of money. I think they started at 25 bucks, but I'm guessing a lot of them brought over 100 bucks a piece, especially doors. You know, you can't beat good old factory GM doors. 63 to 66 hood. Let's get into the pickups. Look at all these pickups lined up over here. And they go all the way over there. I guess that one's his personal project. That's an 87. He's keeping that one. He's got the box inside, working on it. You can see, I think all 4 of these are from Texas. Well, I think all these are from Texas. They still got the Texas plates on them. This was a pretty nice 2-wheel drive here. I think this is an 85. Look at how nice those cab corners and rockers are. Totally unseen here. Looks like it's all there. Taillights maybe are missing. Bumper missing. Really good pickup to start with. A little whammo on the box side, but super, super dry. Interior's all there. Oh, it's got the dash pad. Dang. Hinson? Is that the guy's last name who had it last? What a deal. I didn't know you could get personalized dash mats. Racing floor mats, seat cover. Look at those sweet aluminum wheels. Yeah, that was a pretty good pickup. I think 85 is what that one was. Here's a 78, I think. Again, pretty good pickup. This fender's whammoed up pretty good and rotten down at the bottom. Little hooey in that door, but really solid down below. It's got the headache rack. Dog dish hubcaps. Oh, this one was on propane. Small block, automatic. Tailgate's even pretty dang respectable. Got the tow bumper. It's a fancy one. So you got the rubber push bumpers on it. Another Texas truck. Yeah, that was a good unit. This one was one I was bidding on. Went just out of our reach. Pretty decent pickup. Here's 81 or 82. C20, 3/4 ton, 2-wheel drive. Again, Texas, super dry. Here's the first spot you look. If they got rust there, then they're gonna have rust somewhere else. But like you look at this one, no rust back there. MJ's in Vernon, Texas. All these Tejas pickups. 3/4 ton kind of brings the value of this one down a little bit, but you can always convert it over if you really wanted it to. Oh. You got the old tarp strap on the steering wheel. This one, I don't think this one ran, or I can't remember. Look at the floors in this thing. Freaking phenomenal. Could use a cab corner. Wilma's, Atlas, Oklahoma. Apparently they sold airplanes and tractors. What a deal. Here, one-stop shop at Wilma's. It's got the valance still underneath the bumper. It's got the what is the word I'm looking for? Bumperettes. There we go. That's kind of a neat grill guard on that one. Not your usual thing. Some round bar, and I don't know. It's ugly, but it's cool. This pickup looked really good. Was tempting. Was bidding on it. I think it comes with the engine and transmission, but it's not in it. I think this is another 8345. It's got the rally wheels, 2-tone. Paint's pretty cooked, you know, Texas stuff, but rockers are awesome. Little rust in the cab corner. I'm guessing with the 2-tone and the rallies and everything, this thing was pretty loaded up. Silverado tow bumper. You never see them with the factory bumpers. Looks like it's missing a couple beauty rings, but some of them are there. Hood's back here. I'm guessing all the engine parts are back here, but I feel like this one had a rebuilt 305. Look at that interior. That is nice. Roll up window, manual locks. Does have tilt and cruise though, and AC. 95,000. Look at that carpet and stuff. He said he spent a lot of time cleaning these interiors up. And it paid off for him. Oh, got the piston on the locks. Yeah, somebody got a pretty good deal there. Needs a cab corner here. Paint's a little baked. Tell you what, I would clean this thing up, drop an LS in it, drive the snot out of it. Here's the one that went for $17.75. This is a 98 V6 5-speed 2-wheel drive short box. I want to say, yeah, there it is. A pretty good whammy in that fender. Otherwise, it seemed pretty good. Little whammo in that door. Box is super nice. No title on this one. Does have the factory bumper. Whammo in the tailgate, but guess what? Both fenders, both doors, and a tailgate are all here in the back. Just need to put them in color. Somebody got an all right deal on this one. The only thing is at the title. They said whammo in that door. It's a Cheyenne, so it doesn't have the nice seat and interior. Roll-up windows. It does have carpet, no rubber floor mat. Got the cheap radio in it. Needs a windshield. But it's a better pickup than we started out with the old 92, I guess. And a 5-speed would be cool. V6 in this one didn't run, but I'm guessing it wouldn't take much to get it running. Probably just a fuel pump or module or something. I mean, these two are just about spitting images. Same rally wheels, same two-tone trim, all that good stuff. This one does have bumperettes. Oh, doesn't have the bumper valance though. Another Texas truck. I think this one ran and drove. I can't remember. It's got the bow tie locks around. Look at how cooked that seat is from the Texas sun. There's a dash pad. And, well, it's got kind of a different headliner in it. Pretty good pickup. Roberts Tire and Auto. Where's that out of? Breckenridge, Texas. Dual tanks. Another really good pickup. Doesn't look like it needs cab corners or rockers on this side. Nice tailgate. Oh, little pushed in that band there. Needs a tail light. Yeah, like I said, they're all super dry pickups here. Looks like maybe some body work was done there. Yeah, good pickup. Here's another one. 2-wheel drive, long box. Again, good cab corners, good rockers. It's got the factory aluminum wheels. No rust behind the wheels. Paint baked off, typical Texas things. I'm not a huge red fan. A lot of red pickups here. Oh man! It's got the steering wheel you can drive with handcuffs on. Red dash, red seat, red carpet, all of the red. Does have power windows, power locks. Cruise, tilt, air, all that stuff. Must have been a Texas. Oh, this is an overdrive pickup too. Cool. I think this is, yeah, again, 8567. Oh, no engine in this one either. So that one doesn't run and drive. All right, we got to hurry up. The GoPro batteries are dropping like flies. 80 GMC. Pretty good whammy in this fender. Yeah, I think it was converted. It was a diesel, and she's converted to a Oldsmobile gas because they're very interchangeable. Awesome rockers and cab corners. Pretty swanky seat. Are those parchment door panels, or are they just faded that far? Ooh, it's got the greasy square body steering wheel. Tilt wheel though. AC, of course. Paint's cooked off. This one pretty good. Dual tank unit. Black and silver is a good combination. That's kind of a neat aftermarket bumper. Diesel. They were so proud of those 5.7s. This thing really surprised me on the price that it brought because it's got a little rust behind the wheels, but there's the dead giveaway. She was in a rough one. The paint looks good, but she's been modified. You can see the tape on the rocker and the cab corner. She's been painted over. I don't know what happened there, but looks like it hurt. Was a pretty nice pickup though. Looks like she's obviously been repainted. 85 or so Chevrolet 2-wheel drive. I think it's only got like 40,000 miles on it. But I think even the frame is bowed. That's how hard it was hit. Look at the gap over here. And look at how tight it is over there. You can't put your fingers over there. So she's been hit hard. And it still brought pretty dang good money. North Dakota rig, Stan Pucklich in Bismarck. I mean, still a good unit, but you're gonna have to find a frame. She's been rusty and patched up behind the rear wheel wells. I would have rather bought a cooked paint straight rigged than this. And then he's got a ton of frames here. Most of them are 73 to 87 short beds, but apparently there's a difference between 73 and 80 and 81 to 87. I don't know. I'm not that big of a Squarebody expert, but there's a bunch of them here. They didn't really bring much money. There's a 88 to 98 short bed frame. I don't remember what that brought. But yeah, I thought all these went pretty reasonable, but then you still got to find a body in a box. So the reason he's got all these short bed frames is it's tough to ship boxes back, but he said they could stack these frames up and get a pile of them on a trailer, which I think you could just tilt beds up and stack them on a trailer. But anyway, that's how we ended up with all these frames and no boxes, because I said, where's all the boxes for these 73 to 87 Squarebodies? There's all these frames, but there's no boxes. He said, that's why. Hard to ship. Pile of those, and I think there was one 60 to 66 in there. Maybe not. I don't know. One of them had he was really good about saying what they had for issues, and one of these had like some damage on one of the rails. I think it was that one there. Oh yeah. Dead giveaway. About ripped the front frame rail off of that one. Super nice 88 boxes. These things are always rusty right here. And all three of these are super good. I thought these all went for a really good price. If I needed one, I would have got one, but my 92's got a nice bed. And they all would need paint for anything I got. I don't got anything that matches, but no rust on any of these. I think one of these had a little dinger in the bottom. All of them got nice tailgates on them. I think it's this one. Yeah, right here. Be easy to work out. You get at it from the backside, but other than that, all three of these boxes are pretty much perfect body condition wise. The one Ford in the fleet, 71, I think it's a 352, he said. It's an FE. I think the tailgate's on the back. He says he bought it just because it was a factory four-wheel drive. You don't see it much. I think those are Scout rally wheels. They look like a GM rally, but they're 5 on 5.9 bolt pattern. Good looking wheel. This is a pretty good rig. I bid on this one, but it went for about double what I bid. Man, I've never seen one rust out there. Kind of a cool color combination being two-tone like that. It is a sport custom. It's not the Ranger XLT top of the line. 71 Ford, lockout hubs, 4-speed. Yeah, both sides too. Huh. Interesting. This one is cool. Standard gasoline. My grandpa's a Standard oil dealer, so I kind of had my eye on this, even though it is a V6. You know how much I love the old GMC V6, but it does run and drive. This one brought pretty good money too, I thought. Fenders are decent. Doors got a little rust. Cab corners, a couple of pinholes, but it's got some nice patina, and it's cool that it's got the Standard oil thing on it. Being a GMC kind of makes it cool, but I just can't get excited about those V6s. Little hooey in that bed panel. But yeah, she's pretty dang solid, actually. Looks like he put some seat covers on some of these to clean them up before the sale. See a little daylight down there? Oh yeah, somebody put some metal on the floor there at one point, but still, really nice pickup. Oh, looks like she's been back to the 50s before. Oh, look at that though. Rusty above the windshield, and this thing still brought what it brought. Oh look, she was head back to the 50s just this year. What a deal. Not a bad pickup. 64 to 66. Again, really nice pickup. Runner driver. Starting to bubble out there. It's got the fancy trim. Little hooey in the box. Got the farmer seat cover. Radio delete. 3 on the tree. I think this one was a 6-cylinder. Little hooey in the corner, and they screwed the trim on. Aftermarket bumper. But a dang good start. Dog dishes on it. Super solid down low. This fender is pretty wasted in the dog leg though, and a little rusty up there. There's probably a new fender in the box. And then 71 or 2. This is a factory air, factory big block pickup, 3/4 ton 2-wheel drive. It's got the houndstooth interior, which is cool. Realistic 8-player, factory tilt. Well loaded up pickup. It's a 72. You can tell because it's got the screw hole there, and then it would have had the mirror on the windshield, which has since fallen off. Parchment interior. It's got the toolbox there. This thing was really loaded up. Steel floor, wood floor. Steel floor, Hugger orange. Sharp pickup in its day. Somebody added on an auxiliary fuel tank. Typical Chevy door handles. Tow mirrors. She needs some rockers and cab corners pretty bad. They did not make a 400 in 1972, I don't believe. So the 400 means 402 or 396. Big block. Now you know. Needs a grill. Here's a 68 anniversary gold pickup. 50th anniversary. A little rust in the rockers. Somebody must have had a fuel tank in there with fills on both sides. Little bed rail on her. Another seat cover. Perth Farmers Co-op elevator. Perth, Hansborough, and Bisbee, North Dakota. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. I always like these anniversary edition 68s. 4-speed pickup. And the big whip CV antenna. Gross weight of 6,000 pounds. There's kind of a different tow bumper too. Is that Shriners? Is that what it is? Then Lodge. Flat tire on this one. Yeah, this one's got a few more hooies than most of them. She's a custom option. Again, 2-wheel drive, long box. I like the 67s and 68s. So this is a pretty sharp pickup. 4-wheel drive, half-ton, long box. It's a 77, you can tell, because of the chrome. This is like one of my favorite color combos, the tan and the brown. Plus it's got the racing stripes, chrome bumpers, got the bumperettes, got the tow hooks, rally wheels. It's got the custom step down there. Sport mirrors. Yeah. Shin was all excited because it's the 1-year only gold trim. Tilt automatic. Ooh, power windows in 77. That's cool. Put a seat cover in this thing and tune up the headliner. Pretty nice. Wood grain dash. Trailer brake controller. This is a pretty decent pickup. Very decent. A little rust in the cab corner, not bad. I would rock the snot out of this pickup. Even comes with the spare center caps. A little bit of rust back there. North Dakota Rough Rider Country mud flaps. Classic. All right, we're on to battery number 5. She's pretty chewy behind the wheels. These earlier, well, 70 up to 77 had the gas cap on there. The later ones had the gas door. I'm not sure when they switched. I think this pickup's an 87, and that's got the door. Obviously, the last of these pickups. Yeah, that's cool. It's got the door edge guards. That was a nice pickup. Front fender, she's a little rusty. That corner's gone. The rust on the wheels. That cup is gone, but I would throw some tires on that thing, some aggressive tires, get rid of those hideous steps, drive the crap out of that thing. 87, first year of the fuel injection, last year of the half tons. You could still get the 88 to 91 Suburbans and crew cabs in the Squarebody style, but TBI that knocks. This is bought out of Feifels in Wishick. Rally wheels, a little rust in the cab corner. Hard to go wrong with the silver and black. Looks like threw a brown seat cover in it though. Tilt, roll up windows, carpet. I like the TBIs and the overdrives. I like driving my stuff. I think it even probably comes with an engine. That or that's the one that's out of it, who knows. Pretty rotten behind the wheels. Still pretty respectable pickup, however. Fix the rust back there and she wouldn't be too bad. Cab corners and rockers are, they need replacing, but they're respectable anywho. I like the earlier mirrors better than these big ugly guys. Sport mirrors, way to go. Cattle guard on this one too. Here's a, I don't know what year, I think this is like a 78? Hard to tell without a grill. Obviously she's got a hooey in it. Small block auto, 2-wheel drive. I'm betting there's parts in the back. Sure enough. Bumper, fender. That seat does not look original, but another Silverado with the wood grain. No tilt in this one, no AC. But she's pretty dry down there. Box sides pushed in a bit, missing the trim up here. I don't know if there's a tailgate in there or not, but she's missing a tailgate in the bumper. Oofta. This one just pretty much needs everything. Needs a box, needs a door. There might be a door in there. Not as good as the rest of them. Here's another 83 to 86. I think this is an 84, maybe, I don't know. A little rust in the fender. Paint's a little cooked off. Maybe it was a Texas truck. Not too shabby. A little rust in the corners. A little rust behind the wheels. I don't think I've looked at this many square bodies since I was 2 years old and they were all brand new at a dealership. This one came out of Minot. He's supporting the Navy. Oh yeah, a little rustier back here. Still, pretty good start to a pickup. Needs a cab corner. I like these later interiors better than the earlier ones. Seats don't hold up as well, but they're all right rigs. Factory tilt, AC, cruise, power windows. Pretty well loaded up. Two-wheel drive Silverado. Got the awesome blue bug deflector. Heck yeah. 78, I think. Two-wheel drive, long box. Needs a fender. Two-tone blue. Bonanza package. Another brown seat cover. Factory tilt. A lot of blue going on there. A lot of blue. Door edge guards. Got the gas cap in 78 yet, so that must have been like in 80, 81 when they changed that. Oh, she's a big 10. I think there was something to do with that where emissions, they put an extra leaf spring in there and then they classified it as a truck so they didn't have catalytic converters or something like that. I don't know. Look it up. North Dakota Centennial, 1986. Oh yeah, 1886 to 1986. You know, this thing ain't too bad. Starting to bubble out a bit. Got the full hubcaps. You never see those things hardly anymore. Sliding rear window, NDSU supporter, and a Shriner supporter. You can tell he drove with his arm hanging out the window a bunch, wore the paint rain off the door. Louis in the fender there. You know what? I really like that thing. Some of these things you could get, the dirt would sit in the hood on these earlier ones and rust them out. Didn't seem like they did it on the 81 to 87s as bad, but once in a while you'll see it up here. In our country anywhere. Maybe if you're out east, you don't see it in that and see it in different spots. Here's the one crew cab. I think it's a big block pickup. Two-wheel drive, obviously long box. Is the only way you could get a crew cab that I'm aware of. Pretty well loaded up though. Power locks, power windows, decent seat, red interior. Needs a headliner. Sliding rear window. I'm guessing she's got, oh yeah, she's got tilt, so probably got cruise and AC, all that good stuff. Dual tanks. A must with a big block. She's a camper special. I think that's what the old TP means. You're a camper. She's a 6-pack, you can tell, because 3 plus 3 is 6. Needs a fiberglass fender, but the cab corners and rockers are dang nice in that thing. I thought this was one of the deals of the day. This thing was just hanging out. I thought, man, that thing's got to go for more money. That is a nice pickup. Finally, a factory rear bumper. And on the tow pig of all of them. She's got a receiver hitch with a 7-pin flat plug. What a deal. Why did all the dually guys have to put all these silly lights on there? They're like chicken chasers. Yeah, I think this was probably one of the deals of the day at that price down below. Starting to bubble out in the rocker and the cab corner, but not bad. Super straight. Chicken chasers on the roof, of course. I kind of expected it to have a visor. And then, of course, you know, got the fog lights on the front. This GMC Jimmy is, it looked better in the pictures than it is. Brand new tires. I mean, still a nice rig. These things are always the rustiest around here because they were plow trucks and stuff. Somebody put the add-on lights, the bumper guard, some more lights. I think those are add-on tow hooks. I think this is a 77. Fenders are nice. Paint's a little chalky, but this thing is solid. Parchment interior. Wow. Buckets. Console. It's got the roll bar. Oh, it's got speakers above the driver. What a deal. Gauge package. I don't know what the Micranta is, but probably to do with the stereo. Yeah, Sanyo. Tilt. All the cigarette lighter plug-ins. Who knows what that was for. just a lot going on here. High Sierra, so I think that's, you know, top of the trim line. This is like going back in time. Look at them speakers. It's kind of cool with the red dash and red carpet and then white seats and all that.
How neat is that?
Pretty neat. This is a 76 and newer, so it doesn't have the full removable top like my 75 does, or the 4. A little rust behind the rear wheels. Then these have a gas door. I don't know how that all works, the gas doors. More add-on lights. Full-size receiver hitch. These things would be scary to tow with that little short wheelbase, says the guy towing with a 97 Ford Expedition. Yeah, this thing is pretty good. I thought this thing hung out pretty low for a long time, and then it finally came up a little bit, but I think somebody still got a pretty good deal. The paint's not immaculate, but the body is very, very, very nice. Old Jimmy hat. Like I said, brand new tires. Looks like you put brand new hubcaps and painted the wheels and beauty rings. Yeah, those two were pretty good deals today. And then this one, come out of California. This thing brought, this thing scared me. This thing must be dang nice, because for what it brought. Paint's a little chalky. I wish there wasn't snow on this stuff, but I'm not going to brush it off because it's somebody else's. Needs a marker light. This thing better be dang solid for the price. It is nice. No rust in the cab corners. Paint all looks like she's buffed out. She's a big 10. Must need a hood because there's one back there. Really nice interior, seats respectable. I wonder what all those snaps are behind the seat. That's kind of interesting. Saddle dash, dual tanks, carpet, roll-up windows. Does have tilt. California, so it's probably got air. Yep, looks like she's got air. No sliding rear window. It's got a bed liner in it. Aftermarket bumper. Ooh, those chrome square tips. Dang. Sticking way out to catch your shin. Ick. Last tagged in 17. Yeah, that's a pretty nice pickup. I like the yellow, but it's a bit much for my taste. Yeah, that's a pretty nice pickup. Super nice. White letters out. That's why I brought the big money. I need to start putting my white letters out on stuff I sell. Yeah, that thing is super solid. Paint isn't super cooked. Very nice collection he's got here. There wasn't many 67 to 72s. In fact, I think this might have been the only one. GMC, you could tell, 4 headlights. It's 70 and older, 6 lugs, no title on this one. It is a factory, big block pickup. She's a Sierra Grande, which I think was the highest trim level at the time. No seat, pretty stripped out in the dash. No tilt, no air conditioning. The big block is under the topper, the Brahma topper. Last tagged in 93? No, 91. Yeah, not a terrible pickup, but that's pretty good hooey there. Just needs a lot of assembly, TLC, love and such. Chrome wing windows. Missing the hood, missing the radiator. But it's factory big block pickup. Here's the 63 I was talking about. 283 4-speed. This was probably one of the things we could have almost bought, but I really love the 63 grills, but not having a title, and this thing is rusty. Fenders, pretty common, but the rockers are gone. Cab corners, gone. It's got the nice trim. It's even got the bed rails on her. Oh, comes with the TV remotes, PB Blaster, WD-40. Probably been spraying that in there because it's locked up. She's complete. Other than the tailgate. Fuel tank's back here for some reason. Last tagged in 89. I like how they just stack up all the license plates. Don't take the old ones off. But like I said, this thing is just, it's too rusty and then not having a title, but this would probably been our best will it run option because he didn't have this one going. Most of the rest of the other ones either don't have a drivetrain or we're running and driving. Another square body. I don't remember much about this one. Was this the big block pickup? Yep, 3/4 ton. There's a big block under there. I think it's missing like some of the pulleys and stuff like that. So it would have needed some pieces to run. Windshield's held in with hopes and dreams. I do like this green. This is like one of my favorite colors of these things. How many favorite colors do I have in square bodies? All of them. Wood grain on the doors. Oh yeah. She's pretty chewy though. And it's 3/4 ton. And it's a long bed. Not that you could get a 3/4 ton short bed. 2-wheel drive. 88 to 94. She's got some diggers on the back, little hooey in the corner there. Pretty solid cab though. This was another one we were looking at, but she runs and drives, so can't really do a video. It's got the optional cup holder and the equalizer in the dash. Power windows, cruise, tilt, AC, all that good stuff. But like I said, this one's on the road recently. I think it's a 94. 9 of 19, so not very long ago. And there's almost the twin to the 92. This is a 95 though. It's got the nicer grille that I like. Got the bigger mirrors, the hideous American Racing directional wheels. I probably, it's a toss-up between those and Krieger's. I don't know. Give me some time to think about it. This thing went pretty reasonable, I thought. Dent in the door, step side, which I don't really care for. It is a 350 5-speed. This fiberglass bedside has some damage. It's got the nicer seat. Oh, it's even got the flip down center console, 5-speed. I don't know why the door panels are off, but both of them are off. Sill plates. But she's dry. No rust in the cab corners. Comes with a bunch of extra parts. A little dent in the tailgate. Yeah, you could buff her out and this would be a pretty good pickup too. I think this one runs and drives as a title, so not a bad deal there. There was one more maroon one like this that was a fleet side. That was the one we bid up to $1,750. Pretty much same thing, but it was a V6. It was a 98. Didn't have the nice interior. It did have the door panels, but it didn't have a title. I don't know where that one's at. Somebody must have came and got her already. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy these walk-arounds, these auction videos. Like I said, sorry I couldn't get to you this ahead of time. I just didn't have 7 hours to spend on the road to drive up here and look at this stuff. And that would have been great to see what I thought this stuff was going to go for, because it blew my mind what it all went for. So there you have it. Thank you very much for watching. Check out the other videos. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out the merch down below. You know, for the holidays, I'm sure that special someone in your life, or you, just put it in as a request to your other special someone that you want some Mortske merch, or get a super scraper from us, so we can have a happy holidays and we can pay for gas to come look at stuff like this. Remember, it doesn't matter how you get it done, as long as you're having fun. Auctions are always fun when you don't buy anything and everybody else spends silly money. Maybe we need to have an auction. Get some other people to spend their money on our stuff. Buy a car from us. Go check out our Facebook page. I think it's called Mortske Repair. We got a list down below of all the cars we got for sale on that said page, and you can follow us and see all the postings when we're doing silly stuff like this and the garbage we drag home and whatnot. All right, I'm gonna get home and drink some hot cocoa or some type of booze to warm you up, because it's cold out. You know how cold it is? You hear my boots squeaking in the snow? Yeah, she's got to be below 20 degrees. That's when the snow starts to squeak. Oh, there's that $1,750 pickup. Dang it. All right. I looked at too many pickups today. On to the next one. Well, we made her back on Duff in the old Expedition. This thing's a good pig, 278,000 on it and change. Here's what I got at the auction. Some 650 16 Firestone wide whites, 5 of them. So you got 4 and a spare. And then we got some 616 Firestone black walls, so a little bit smaller tire. Story is, he put these on a 53 Ford pickup he was working on. They weren't big enough, so then he ordered these, never got them on there. The new buyer, or the buyer that he sold it to, didn't want either, so that's where he said they got no miles on them. They've been mounted up. I think I got a set of tubes. I'm assuming they're for these. Either way, the tubes will probably work with either. And then I got a factory automatic steering column for a 60 to 66 Chevy pickup, which is a kind of a rare piece. They were super hard to find. This is the second one I had. I had a 60 Chevy short bed that I had one of these in. It came out of a GMC, but I put it in there. It's a great way to convert, you know, a pickup like that to automatic. But now with the aftermarket, it's easier to find. Looks like he's even got the shift linkage bracket too, so that's a pretty good score. I think that was like $115. And these were $470 and those were $430 or vice versa. So I got $1,100 worth of stuff there and some time. But these tires are pretty freaking spendy new. And I do have spot for, I think I'm gonna use those ones, but either would work. And tires don't take up a ton of space, and wheels and tires make or break a vehicle. You'll find out on that video, in that video, in pretty much every transformation we do. Like the 92 Chevy, the Squarebody Suburban, the Squarebody Blazer. Wheels and tires and stance. That's what drops the pants. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you like these auction videos. They're good for the second channel. Gets you guys to see what's out there, what's available, what stuff's going for. And yeah, helps out the channel because it's stuff we're doing anyway, so we can, you know, hopefully pay for our gas for the trip up there, because the old expedition, it did a lot better today than I thought it was going to do. We probably got, you know, 13 coming home because it wasn't a snowstorm when I got there. Click the link down below, get yourself some merch. Be a great purchase for the holidays. Get them for the special someone, or get it for yourself, or if you're looking for some merch, tell that special someone that you need some Mortske merch. Helps out the channel and helps put a couple funds in our pocket to buy silly stuff like this that we don't need. I was hoping to get a bunch more stuff at that auction, but stuff just went way too high. The good news is I got a bunch of stuff, so hopefully those same people that were bidding on that stuff come buy my stuff. But the used oil furnace is kicking in, so I think that's our sign to kick you guys out of here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out the other videos. Remember, it doesn't matter how you get it done, as long as you're having fun. Comment down below which vehicle you would have bought on that sale, which what you thought the best deal was, or just which one was your favorite and that you would have bought if you had millions and millions of dollars like that putting down in Oklahoma. That guy's loaded. He's got mattresses full of money, just ask him. Squarebody, or mini trucks full of money. All right, on to bigger and better things. Probably the best thing we own. We need to get tires for this thing. Oof, they're getting bad. At least it's not winter yet.